Captain's Log Supplemental.
So, Miss Vicki.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when we were watching those WRL events and some of those grid life events where you used to see the in-car video and it had like the cameras seeing front and back, but it also could see all the telemetry and everything that was going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, most of the ones that we liked were taken by the Sentinel system. Remember James came on our podcast earlier?
Right.
You know, we have no excuse since he lent us one for trial and demonstration purposes. We should actually probably put that in one of our cars. Maybe two.
I really think we should.
I think we should.
I know.
Because then we'd look like the immature endurance racing team that we are. Oh, wait, I mispronounced that, didn't I? Sorry, my bad. We could
So what does
have-
the Sentinel system do?
We could have 3 cameras with picture-in-picture. We could have, if we ever get the AIM system to work, open invitation to anybody from AIM to come on and give us a little bit of love. We need some help. And then we could have all our telemetry on there. And then we can have it streamed live into the paddock or around the world to our millions of fans. We're apparently very popular in Kenya right now. Don't know why, but that's fine. And it can integrate all the available race statistics from like Race Hero and everything. So we could actually see how we're doing on video. We wouldn't even have to carry around our phone anymore. Live.
I love it.
From the great halls of their house, there are assembled 3 who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher. Their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher. Our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Skripchuk. And our Batman, the master of tools, gadgets, and all things mechanical, our mild-mannered soon-to-be billionaire, Alan Danvers. Their mission, to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them, and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team. Dominating with Dawson.
Yep.
Welcome to Dominating Without Dawson. So, Miss Vicki,
It's one of 'em.
last time we did one of these, we were talking about different ways to organize tools and different advantages and disadvantages. So I thought maybe we would share some listener feedback and maybe comment on what they do.
That sounds great.
So first response we received was from a listener named JR.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Bobby killed him.
You're showing your age.
Oh, well, whatever. So anyway, JR, we'll call him Ewing from now on. Fishing box from Plano Guide Series Tackle Bag. It's a premium tackle storage box with a base, and it's the link will be on the episode notes. He uses a fishing box and just keeps his tools inside of it.
Well, that's kind of handy.
It's kind of cool.
It says it looks like it says it has a no-slip base
No slip
and
base.
includes stows. It comes in khaki brown. No, it's khaki with brown and black trim.
Yep.
And I believe it's at Amazon.
It is at Amazon.
Mhm.
A.co / blah, 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 which is why it's going to be
Yes.
on the episode notes.
Mhm.
I took a look at it, and it's kind of it's an alternative to your plastic molded toolbox that you like so much that you put on the little furniture dolly. and
Yeah,
wheel around.
yeah.
It seems like it'll work for you, and he seems to be quite happy with it. So if you're looking for something on the smaller side and very portable, probably something you could keep in your car or your truck,
Mhm.
whatever, might be a good way to go. Mark is a fan of yours, apparently, and he wrote in about saying that the blow molded toolbox from Craftsman is his favorite. So just like yours is a Husky, I believe.
Yes, it is.
His is a Craftsman.
Hmm.
But your fellow Miata drivers, as you both know. So he likes one particular one. I think it's like about 230 pieces or so. Link again
Yes.
will be on there.
Yeah.
Um,
And I actually do enjoy that. Now, what I do with mine, especially when we have a lift now, but before we did the jack stands and then we moved on to quick jacks. So what I end up doing with my blow molded box was that I put it on a furniture dolly and I have screws in it to make sure it stays in its place, and I just literally roll it around with me. Um, so that way I never have to constantly get up and down um, for when I have to grab stuff out of the toolbox, the main toolbox. So that kind of helped. But the only downside that I found with the blow molded versions of it is that there's a lot of tools you just never get a chance to use. So, it seems like a lot for you get everything. You literally get everything. Um,
Sometimes not the best things too. And
right,
the,
right.
the
So
the blow molded box drives me crazy because the stuff falls out.
after a while, it does. Mine's pretty old. I think mine is about as old as long as we've been racing. So it's what, about
Se-
7 years,
7 years.
6 years, 7 years?
7 years.
Yeah.
This is season 7.
Yeah. And I think I actually broke a latch on it finally. But anyway, it's the one that rolls around with me when I'm
Mm-hmm.
on low work.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then he's also got a tool holder that he gets from Etsy, which
Ooh.
you might want to click on that, my dear, and
Yeah,
see
I'm going
what
to click on that. I'm
see
going to
what
go
your
see
see what your
it.
thoughts are on that.
Let me see. It's a 20-pack modular tool holder. Come on, here we go. Oh, sorry, this item's no longer available.
It's okay.
Oh well. So, does he have a description on it? No.
No. Oh,
Lucky, lucky. It
I,
says
I
here. So,
believe I believe it was a it's kind of like the one that we have for your wrenches on the right hand sides of
right.
your second drawer. It kind of keeps the wrenches stacked up
Hold on.
in a little
It
pyramid thing.
says here 20-pack. Yes, it says a 20-pack modular tool holder. Yes, it's very similar to what we had, which it basically has all the wrenches all stacked up, and it has a little dividers that holds it.
Mhm. It's pretty cool.
That's
I
very
like it.
cool.
I like it.
Yeah,
My only problem
we
with
have
it is
something very similar.
it works better for the little wrenches than the big wrenches because the big wrenches kind of wobble because they're so long.
Hmm.
Like if the bigger
Yeah.
wrenches had a second set, that would be ideal for me. But then again, I'm being picky. So,
Yeah,
but
well, yeah. Look how they fit that all in that tray.
yeah.
That's very interesting.
Again, the link
So
will be there. Hopefully, it'll be pop back up.
yeah,
We'll see.
we just yeah, you can just actually create another link for the 20-pack modular tool holder. So
Mhm.
that's very good.
All right. Chris,
Chris K.
Chris Kai, yes, Chris Kai, or Krisk, if you want to, he is voting for his final solution as the Sonic Foam, which is, I must say, pretty nice.
It is pretty nice.
We have a Sonic set.
The
The
Sonic set was our first set,
It
our
was
first official set.
first big boy set, and I think the tools are nice. I would say they're high mid in terms of grade.
Hmm.
The foam is excellent and tremendous as far as organization and knowing when you lose something. The only problem with the Sonic foam is it fits Sonic tools and Sonic tools only. So if you were to lose something, like my
Yeah,
beautiful bride has misplaced my 10, shockingly,
I have to
uh,
find another 10. I bought a 10.
we have hundreds of 10s. It's kind of
Yes.
like a standard joke in the family that for Christmas one of us will get a box of 110 millimeter sockets.
Anything.
Sockets. So you go to your stocking and it weighs like 20 pounds, but whatever. So like I said, the only difficulty we have with the Sonic foam is if you do lose something, it probably is going to be difficult to replace unless you replace it with another Sonic tool because their foam is precisely cut. I mean, and by precisely cut, I mean exactly. So you can't like put a Craftsman in there because the Craftsman's just a little longer or a little fatter or
Hmm.
a little thinner, whatever.
And I do have to say about when it comes to the Sonic kit, and that was probably in a past episode, that is probably one of the most complete, probably most useful kits that we have. It's a tall, narrow cart, and it literally has just about everything you can possibly need in it.
No specialty tools, all generic tools. But the one that we bought, I think it's the S6.
Yeah,
I took a look at all of them, and we bought the one because at the time we had American cars, which had some metric. So we bought the standard SAE and the metric combo. So we had both in that one thing, and it does have, I believe, 2 extra drawers that aren't filled with foam that you can make. One of them is thicker, so we tend to make that into the electric tools. We chose DeWalt, and then the other one you can make your own foam in, and that's always an option. So speaking of making your own foam, Anton is a fan of the Kaizen foam. Kaizen foam is the stuff that we cut on our own, my dear.
Yes. Yeah, and it's really nice because you can actually choose the color that you want underneath of it and then cut the foam on top of it, which makes it really nice. And then you could just design your own drawers for however layout you want. Super easy. Custom. Especially if you're into arts and crafts.
Yep. Or your beautiful bride is, or your daughter is, or your son is, or your next door neighbor. Give them $20 and say, hey, these need to go in there, and I'll be back later. And it works well. Again, the problem with the foam is it's kind of one and done. You make it for what you want, and if you want to redo it, you end up redoing the entire thing, which which is not. I mean, if you're stupid and anal like me, you do it a lot. If you're a normal human and can tolerate these little things, it's not a bad way, and it does organize things.
And all these choices that we're going at definitely have the pros. Everything has pros and cons. And it's just a matter of finding one that works for you. And actually everything that was presented by everyone, except for the toolbox. I never really thought about the toolbox. The toolbox would be kind of cool.
The fishing box?
Pretty much used, the fishing box. I'm sorry, the fishing box. Yeah, that would be quite handy just for literally if I was going to go out and do the HPDE and just wanted stuff or autocross just for my car. So, my car just needs all the 10, 12, 14, 18 and just a couple bits to get me through. If it needs more than that, then I'm not tracking. I'm not going to sit there and fix my car for an HPDE, or an autocross. So,
by the time you're done, it's already done.
Yeah, by the time you're done, it's done.
Yeah.
So I would certainly use the fishing box for something like that. That's a very good idea. I have a Sonic bag that I use also, which I like to kind of throw that in.
That might be good. Well, we'll do the Sonic bag in a minute, but the fishing box might be a good solution for something like the one lap or the rally.
Yeah.
So might be good.
Nuts and bolts too. All your big basics.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. I like that idea. I think I might have to look into that one.
Well, speaking of looking into things that we forgot to cover.
Yes.
A listener, my dear, I think her name was Vicki. Vicki said, hey, we didn't talk about my Sonic backpack.
Yes.
That Santa gave me one year.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know if that was ever, brought up in our tool organization, but I actually was gifted this by my husband. And
Santa.
Yeah, but it was a thing that I didn't need, that I didn't think I needed, that I needed. So it was great because it's got all the little pouches, it's got all the little pockets, got everything you need to hold it all around the bag. Plus, it's got a centerpiece,
stretchy loops that you can kind of put ratchets and screwdrivers, whatever.
And I actually used it. I loaded it up with everything that would fit my car, and made a note of stuff that worked and what didn't work, because I had friends that were on the Lemons rally that their car had issues and I didn't have what they needed. But it allows you to put in, power tools at the same time, a couple power tools. All your big basics can all go in there, and it was pretty excellent. I have to say, I carried it with me, just the basics. Car that I had, didn't know if it was going to be sketch or not because it was, what year is that one? A 2007,
2019,
2011?
2019.
No, we ended up taking the black Honda Fit.
Oh, the Fit. I thought you were talking about the Mini because I thought you took it with the Mini. It's either 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
sure.
I didn't know how sketch that was going to be on the rally, so I wanted to make sure I had everything that I needed for it. So that was a good option.
It's a Generation 1 Fit for the home game players. I don't remember if it's a 7 or an 8 because I don't know what happened, but they put this fertilizer out by where our garage is, and these fits they just grew out of nowhere. There was 3 or 4 of them at once. I don't know what happened. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's actually the car that my sister is using right now. And the car did excellent on the rally. This little Honda Fit, it just keeps going. We call it the mini minivan.
It is a minivan.
It's a mini minivan. And you put the seats down, you cannot even imagine how much this thing holds. But it's a 2007. The thing's still trucking along, and it's doing great. Needs a couple minor things going on, and continues going. But
So one thing
yeah,
we could add is the advantage of having these organized tools and labels and everything is it allows people to come over and know where stuff goes or know where stuff is. So Miss Jen was starting to work in the garage, and maybe you two can talk about how she's able to find things and know where they go and know where to put them back and everything there. So maybe you could talk about that.
yeah. So Jennifer, when you were working into the garage, what were your thoughts on trying to structure and put stuff away? And by the way, that Bill has stuff set up.
So I just wasn't sure exactly where things went, but I kind of have an idea of what area things go in. So like when I was cleaning off the table, I just kind of piled it up. Like the cleaning stuff went over by the cleaning things. Tools went over by the toolboxes. So I did that. But then after that, you had me put away the tools. So that was helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's easy enough. Now, the way that you carry your tool organization can be very similar to how you run your garage also. So, as we do all of our tools, we also have structured areas and shelving units that are designed for everything that needs to go away also.
It's a very organized garage, despite what Vicki and Bill complain about all the time. It is extremely well thought out and organized. So yes, there's a lot of stuff in there, but it wouldn't take somebody a very, very long time to learn where everything is.
Yes. So anyway, thank you everybody. If you have any more questions, go ahead and leave them up to Garage Heroes on Training. We're on all the things. And if you have any further questions, just let us know. Thanks. Bye.